Oh boy, I'll tell you, friends. Sandy was so nice to get this smartphone for me, and it's a doozy. It works very well. The only thing is, about the only fly in the ointment is that I'm not so sure how to make these things work that well. Hopefully these videos are coming out okay. I know I have 2 columns of videos starting now. Some from this phone, some from the other phone I used to use, and I've got to figure out how to tell you folks how to get, but maybe you already know. You go to me on YouTube. There's 2 separate YouTubes now. One for this phone, I think one set of videos for the old phone, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I got to tell you, cyberspace is not the realm for me. It's absolutely amazing. Back in the day, being back in the back of an ambulance, I pretty much knew my stuff. In high school, usually did very well with the exams and everything. Sure. In college, heck yeah, I was on the dean's list quite a bit. But boy, throw a computer at me, especially a smartphone, and it's downhill fast. I know, in a way, I guess what I've got to do is look for, maybe some school will have a course on how to understand your smartphone. Would that be nice. If you know of anything, put a little message on the bottom of this video, because I really think I have to, I kind of have to go to get there in the front row and brown nose the teacher. I think that might not be a bad idea. And in fact, I'm darn near counting on it, because I just don't think I'm hitting all the right buttons. I know I am old, and maybe my hitting exactly the right button days are numbered, perhaps. I hate to think that would be the case, but there's so many bells and whistles on a smartphone that, well, I don't think there's anything I've ever heard of in my whole life that has more bells and whistles on it than a doggone smartphone. They're just, I can't imagine how this phone got invented and put together and then put into my hand by a loving wife, and yet I can't. There's a lot about it, but boy, that just goes. That was a thought going in one ear and out the other, or an explanation, a set of directions. Now some of it might go in one ear, out the other, and then buzz around like a beehive around my head. Then maybe in this ear, out that ear, maybe in a nostril, out the other nostril. And it goes so fast, it just, doesn't make sense. And I know there's 4-year-olds know more about these things than I do. But I definitely have got to figure out how to learn. Maybe you know of a course at a VOTEC, or how sometimes schools have these night classes for grown-ups. Yeah, might be. It might be nice. I think I did one once where I told them about early rock and roll records, the class. I think I did. Oh, that was a long time ago, but you see what I'm saying. It's, if you know of anything, a message would sure be nice. And again, right at the bottom of this video, boy, would it help to at least know what the different buttons are for. And and what buttons you avoid at all costs, what buttons you hit to make things work. I like the sound of that. Because everything else, it's just amazing what all is in these things. And I got to get some of what's in there into here. That's the key. Okay, enough said, enough of my whining. Doc, for crying out loud. Grow up. I am grown up, that's the trouble. I'm too grown up. Anyway, I'll see you later. God bless, friends. Now I gotta think, there's 3 buttons here I gotta hit. Wonder if it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. Let's try this other one that looks like buck teeth.